Okay. We are back. Let me move into this. Oh, there we go. Okay, excellent. Wonderful. I'm going to preface this immediately by saying that this stream is going to be very, very low energy. I have been awake since about 4 or 5 in the morning. My time, it's now 1:40 in the morning from the next day. So, very, very, very tired, and again, I'm gonna try and save my energy as much as possible, depending on how boring the football is. I guess if we play an exciting game, maybe it'll wake me up a little bit. But yeah, so there's something that I do need to address first, though. But I need to pop out the chat firstly. I also pause my stream because that's being weird. We've got some new things that have come up. Firstly, we got a True Blue membership from Damien Dozier, or Dozier. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologise. I'm not sure when that came in, but that's come up as soon as I've opened the chat. And there's also been there's some top chatter things that are in the chat now, which I didn't change anything, so I'm not sure why that's there. So Nat has got #1 at the moment. So you get XP supposedly for doing certain things. I'm not sure. Yeah, you've got XP. Keep getting XP. Dozier. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the support, especially because that's the upgraded one, I think, not just the 99 cents one. So I appreciate that very, very much. I'm drunk but staying up for the Blues. Got for real. Yeah. It's again, I usually what I do with these, and I said because I'm normally on an American schedule. I usually, I'll wake up at like sometime in the mid-afternoon, and then I'll be like, oh, this is a normal time in the middle of the day. I have not done that today. I did not go to sleep. So again, I've just been kind of awake the entire time. So I'm going to be very, very small, very, very small, very, very tired. Oh, my brain's already gone. My brain is already gone. Before we do anything else, let's do I remember how to do the thing? I think I remember how to do the thing. This. Wait, did I? I don't even know if I changed this. Did I change this? I did. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's our game for the day. At the Lincoln Financial Field. That's our game for the day, and I can now remove this so I can put all the other stuff on. If I remember how to do that, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's move into pre-match. Right, so we've got bingo. Let's do bingo first, then we can talk about the two sets of teams, because the two sets of teams are very interesting. I also am going to have to... One of these days, I'm going to have to open my power tools so I can lock the chat on screen, because it keeps going away. The site of WrestleMania 40, yeah, it was a very good stadium, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so we've got forgot the timer. Now, usually I do this because I'm stupid. I think I'll probably do this time because I'm tired. So that'll be my thing. I've got Jackson redeems himself if he comes on the pitch. Spoiler alert, he's not in the starting 11. If he comes on the pitch, I hope he has a good game. Clean sheet as normal. We have poor first, but a better second. We usually have this kind of thing where we'll have a better second half than the first half in general. But I think that it's going to be especially kind of that way in this game because I feel like the starting 11 isn't the strongest, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. We have Enzo assist. We have a Sugo in the middle. This is just if he gets a cap. Commentary makes fireworks joke because this happens every single time. This happens every time. It's the 4th of July. We'll see some fireworks in this game. That's gonna happen, guaranteed. We have a Tosin header. I'm sad because he's not playing. I'm really surprised he's not playing. If he does come off the bench, maybe he gets this. We have Mono changes his mind. That's just about refereeing decisions. Unlikely goal scorer as normal. We have yawns mid-sentence. Now, I've put this in here because I know exactly what it's going to be. I couldn't fit the whole thing of what I wanted this to be in here, so I had to say yawn mid-sentence. It'll be me yawning and then saying excuse me afterwards. I do it all the time when I'm tired, so that'll be a thing. We have Esteval as their player of the match, and he is starting on the He is starting on the right side, not the left, I think. So that's going to be very, very interesting. Mono overdose on coffee. I normally that would about 4 or 5 months ago that would have been me overdosing on coffee, but obviously I moved to keto and I didn't want to have to get specific milks and stuff, so I actually cut coffee out of my diet. So I don't drink coffee anymore. Although I will be stopping my keto next month. So there we go. We have free space, obviously. We have Maresca ball in full flow like normal. Mono swears at the refs. Honestly, I don't think I have the energy to swear at the refs today. We have the infamous why is it black and white question. We have a worldie. We have penalties, just in case this game goes to penalties. We have correct prediction. My prediction for this game is 3-1 after extra time. I reckon this game is going to be one of those kind of annoying games where we don't really make too many inroads, they don't make too many inroads, and it goes 1-1 until the extra time, and then we score 2 goals in extra time with substitutes, and yeah, I assume we'll win the game that way. We have Palmer goal / assist. We have Mono on vacation for any camera issues. We have not had a camera issues in so long, by the way. That's really good. We've got a Joao Pedro debut. I don't think he is on the bench, but I don't think I genuinely don't think he'll play today. It was a bit more of a kind of manifestation in my preview today. I really wanted him to play. We have a weird sub as normal. We have a Santos app, and then we have Thiago Silva up next. This is just for the if we win the next round. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so tired, and I'd say this before, like I have really bad eyesight anyway. I don't wear my glasses when I do these because it's annoying wearing headphones. But I've genuinely read your sentence saying you're actually the most biased Chelsea content creator instead of based. Trying to log in on DAZN on a new device, such a pain. Yeah, got all your authorization and stuff. But yeah, that's the bingo card. Let's move. But no, I do appreciate the comment. Let's move into looking at the two teams because there is interesting things on both sides. Let's make these a little bit smaller. Also, the Palmeiras one was really, really odd, and I had to cut it in half because they made it wide for some reason rather than vertical. Let's talk about the Palmeiras team first. This is pretty standard for what we kind of I expected. There's a few changes in here though. Alan and Esteval do play, but Alan is playing in the central role. As I said before, Esteval seems to be playing on the right, which will suit him more, as Torres comes in on the left. We have Mikael coming into the centre-back position after, I forget his name, but they're basically their starting centre-back got red carded. Martinez is still there, Hios is still there, Weverton is still there. The only other one is Van der Laan is in at left-back because... yeah, I didn't realise at the time that Piqueres is actually suspended for this game. Rios is a player that I am a bit wary of, and I feel like he was actually the guy who was on the cover, actually. If we give him time and space, he's going to take pop shots, I just know it. But yeah, that's pretty strong lineup for them, and it's especially kind of worrying the fact that Esteval seems to be lining up on the right side, where he's better, in my opinion. So that's something we'll have to watch out for. We can get rid of this now. As for the Chelsea lineup, this is, again, very, very interesting. Sanchez starts in net, pretty normal. Gusto at right back is... I would prefer him to play at right back than him to be in midfield. So that's what I'll say there. I'm glad that he's at right back and not midfield. We have Chalobah playing his first minutes in this competition, I think. I'm not sure. But he's playing instead of Tosin, which again I think is a bit of a weird decision. Colwill obviously starting. He's a must start. Cucurella starting is a must start. James in midfield as our captain. We have Enzo next to him. And Nkunku is the 10. Then we have, and again this reads right to left, so this could be Palmer on the right wing, Neto on the left wing. Very surprised that he's playing. Hats off to him for wanting to play. I think that he probably had a similar thing to what Joao Cancelo and Ruben Neves had the other day, in the fact that they kind of, it feels like he really wants to play to kind of honour his friend in a way, and I really hope he gets on the score sheet. That would be so euphoric for him, so I hope that. And then obviously Delap is up top too. I'm very surprised he's continuing to be our starting striker. I really thought Jackson would have rotated in here. On the bench, is there anything interesting? Not particularly. We do have Jurgensen back on the bench. We've got 3 goalkeepers on the bench. Josh is there. Tosin is there. Sarr, Madueke. Madueke being on the bench is interesting considering the recent transfer talk, I guess. Joao Pedro on the bench is nice. And then, yeah, pretty much everyone else is pretty standard. Let's bring the team in, and we'll kind of discuss how this team could line up, because there's a few options here. Let's bring in Gusto, Jalabah. I did this preemptively. I actually got all the players preemptively. So there we go. Let's put these guys here. So this is the initial setup, which I kind of think is like the basic way of thinking about it. And like, okay, we have Nkunku in the 10, Palmer can play wide right, Neto can play wide left. However, I think that this is going to be either a really wild 4-2-2 in the fact that we see Palmer and Nkunku play as these dual 10s and Delap and Neto are left up top, because that then lends into the fact that we can play that style which I kind of mentioned before with the 2-2-4-2, where we bring Gusto and Cucurella both really high here. Though usually this will be done with a winger. So maybe it's really odd because we kind of see Neto can kind of play as a forward at times, but he can play as the wing. So maybe Neto's on the right side and he plays here instead, and we get that 3-1 thing, and then Nkunku goes a little bit further forward, and we kind of see this. That's a thing we can see, but I think that's a bit weird seeing James as a lone centre mid, so that's a bit odd, so I'm not sure there. Again, it could just be very standard with Palmer on the right wing, which I would personally prefer. I don't want us to do too much experimenting, but we've been seeing this this kind of odd maneuver in general in recent times rather. Other kind of option we can see is Delap as down the centre with Neto on the right wing and Nkunku on the left side with Enzo and Palmer as dual 10s. Maybe that's the thing, but again, I feel really weird about leaving James as this lone player here. It just doesn't seem right, and it's part of the reason why I'm a bit concerned with the lineup. And I've said this is the first time in a while where I looked at the lineup and I was genuinely a little bit disappointed. I'm always ever the optimist, as you guys know, but like, I saw this formation and I was just like, it feels so like oddly weak in defensive areas and kind of not very inspiring in offensive areas as well, in a way. I would have liked to have seen, at least if we were going to be playing like this, the fact that Madueke is not starting is very odd to me, because he's available. The fact that George is not playing instead of Nkunku is a bit weird. I was very surprised to obviously see Neto playing, and I'm hoping he won't be too affected in his actual performance today because of his emotions. Again, Palmer's position is just always up for debate because he can play wherever he really wants across the front line. Maybe he plays on the left side with Enzo on the right side. Really not sure. The only thing which is kind of odd is maybe we get an inversion, and if we do get an inversion, the thing which kind of freaks me out about this is that the inversion will have to be from Gusto, obviously, because we need Cole in the centre. We can't trust Jalabah to be the central player. And if we invert like this, we have kind of this box instead. This is a bit weird too. This is also really weird. Maybe we see kind of this with the diamond. There's so many possibilities. And let me see. Sorry, you guys are going absolutely mental in the chat. Willian is at the game, spoiling the Blues, yeah. Imagine another weather delay. Please don't even joke about the weather delay, man. I'm already expecting there to be extra time. I'm absolutely shattered. Oh, Trev started the Flamengo game. Well, that's the only game we've lost, so that's a good omen. Do I think João Pedro is going to play a decent amount of minutes in this game? Probably not. In future games, probably. Yeah, Delap is definitely the first choice striker at this point. Was this the same experiment as our loss against Flamengo? Kind of, but the thing is, against Flamengo it didn't really work, but we did the same thing against other teams and it did work. I think it was just a matter of, and this is again a situation which is quite scary, and I did speak about in my preview. I think the South American teams, because they're midway through the season, they're just so much more energetic than any of the other teams. Palmeiras are walking out now. Yes, the little walkout things are going to be late change. Andre replaces Reese. Hello? Has Reese gotten injured in the warm-up? Because that's crazy if so. I've got the stream up, but I haven't got the noise on because I have muted it for now. Let me go to this real quick. Let's check. But yes, as I was going to say, as a kind of overarching thing, the formation could be anything, and we'll just have to wait and see kind of what it is when we get there. Is that Callum Wilson? Is Callum Wilson the pundit for today? Saw it on Chelsea's Twitter. Oh, they deleted the tweet. Oh, okay, weird. Where's Liam Delap? Palmer's coming out. Are we playing in our home kit? Yeah, we're playing in the home kit, I think. No, wait. Because we are the away team. We've been the away team for like half of our games here. No, Santos is walking out. Santos is walking out. So Andre Santos in the middle instead of James. Interesting. I wonder if that's just a little bit of my gamesmanship, perhaps, from Enzo Maresca rather than an actual knock or anything. We'll have to see if James is on the bench or not. Yeah, Maresca, this is weird because, yeah, I assume he's going to be deploying Santos a bit deeper than we kind of expect him to be. Unless he's playing Enzo as a deeper kind of a 5 in a way, like Regista role. He could definitely play there. Yeah, I hope James is not injured. He's been fit for so long, so it'd be a big shame to see him kind of, you know, be out. I would imagine it's it's probably just a precaution or just, again, just a late tactical switch. I'm not really sure what. Very interesting to not see a Sugo come in though. That's the thing which confuses me. But then again, I guess Andre Santos is more used to Brazilian football, obviously with his time at Vasco da Gama. So it's a big loss to lose your captain before a big tie like this, though. Is that allowed? Yeah, that's allowed. With those types of things, I think it's just a matter of like we don't get the report as soon as the actual kind of like the stadium gets it. I think there's some kind of time period where you're allowed to, or like grace period where you're allowed to make last minute changes. Like they assumed we made it then, unless it was a breakdown in communication and Santos was always starting. Yeah, that's also an option. Right, the teams are shaking hands. Weverton. Oh, okay. On the DAZN graphic, they have Esteval starting on the left with Alan on the right and Torres in the middle, which is a bit weird. I assume it's going to be Esteval on the right, Alan in the middle, and Torres on the left, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh my god, you are getting banned immediately. That was a really silly thing to do, wasn't it? Christ. What the fuck? That's the first time I've got bots in my chat. Let's go. I'm getting big time. Oh, they just said something about injuries. Yeah, they just said that James is injured. He's not on the bench. And it's cut to an ad break. Great. I love DAZN, man. I appreciate you guys from streaming every single game for free, but Jesus Christ, you are so annoying. Like, absolutely horrendously annoying. We'll have to wait and see whether Palmer is on the left, because he could definitely play there. Again, it's weird with Nkunku being in the side, because he can play so many different places. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna take a sip from my cup. Do we have to do a mug check for the day, by the way? Because this is the mug for today. I don't know if you can see it. And this is technically quite true because I haven't slept at all. So, god damn it. I think Christo's gonna be in the 10. I think so too. I'd imagine so. Either that, or it's gonna, as I said, it's gonna be some kind of variation of the 2-2-4-2 or the 4-2-2-2. I said with Reece, I hope it's more of a precaution than anything else. We're going to be having a moment's silence here in a minute, I would imagine, for Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. Still absolutely flabbergasted about that. It's crazy because they're so young as well, man. 25 is way too young to die. Cameras trained on Pedro Neto very clearly there, and he seems to be keeping what's the word? Keeping it all together as much as he can, at least. Oh, I just want to say, are the lineups going the right way round? I feel like I haven't seen the Palmeiras lineup come up. I'm gonna have to change my lineup actually for Santos, but there we go. We'll change that at some point. Yeah, I wanted to say as well, but happy belated birthday to Crimson. I did see that was your birthday on Thursday. Hope you had a good day, apart from obviously the awful news. Chelsea will be kicking off from right to left. It's Palmer who's taken the kick, I think. It looks like Nkunku on the left at the moment. Long ball from Robert Sanchez. Here we go. I didn't start the timer. There's one for the bingo card already. I knew I'd forget something. When we get to 1 minute, I'll change it. Palmeiras are already going down the left-hand side here. And they've won a corner immediately. Already seeing that kind of that fast transitional play from Palmeiras, which is always going to be a danger. And hopefully this time will actually work now when I do this. Ball in. Defended very well by Levi Colwell. There we go. Timer is on. They're playing balls in. Oh, goodness gracious. They've gotten a few chances here already, but it's going to break for Nkunku. Can he play the long ball to Pedro Neto? He can try, but he is stopped by Vanderlen on the left side. Immediately, you can see the difference in fitness between the two sets of players. They are so much more up for this. Cole Palmer is tripped by Martinez, I believe that is. And we've kicked on again. Here's Pedro Neto on the right side. Yeah, so it seems as if Neto on the right and Nkunku on the left. And Palmer in the 10. Pedro Neto has ripped straight through about 5 players there. Oh my goodness. Whew. Nkunku on the left. And it does look like we're moving into a 3 at the back with Cucurella as that player that's staying back, and Gusto is the player that's going into the 10 here. And he has just given a stray pass away. I think Neto will be very, very motivated to try and get a goal here. I imagine he's probably got some kind of pre-made tribute under his shirt that he would like to show the cameras afterwards. Good work from Levi Colwill to stop the long ball. This goes out for a throw though. Throw in from Palmeiras up high is dealt with pretty comfortably. I think that's a foul from Chalobah, to be honest, but they haven't given it. It's Andre Santos in the deeper position. Alongside Enzo, but he is going a little bit higher, I think, Enzo. Here's Cucurella. Back to Levi Colwill. In the central position, he's going to be trying to use his passing to try and unlock things here. And he's given it away, but the ball has broken kindly back to him. Here comes Cucurella driving through the middle. Great work from him. Cole Palmer takes a right-footed strike. We've seen him training those, and he's been practicing those in trainings. It's saved. It's him again though. Gets past one. Ooh. And he wins a corner as well. Yeah, it just looks like it's quite fluid, but Andre's going to stay as the deepest player the majority of the time, I imagine here. But yeah, we've been seeing Palmer training his right-footed shots in live training recently. So, and he's just taken on a couple of strikes on his right there. It will be, I can't see who that is on the corner. We've gone short anyway. It's out to Gusto. Palmer. All the way left to Cucurella. Palmeiras defending very, very deep, but they are trying to put on a press and get out. Is Gusto. Fernandez. Up to Neto, who's on the right side here. It does look like they are playing it is a double pivot with Andre and Enzo, but Enzo's getting a little bit higher to try and create at times. Here's Santos. Long ball from Colwill will not reach Delap, but they've dealt with it well. It's a throw in for the home team, I believe. Oh no, it's for us. Back to Levi Colwill. The pattern of play has kind of been settled pretty quickly here. The fact that they are going to sit back and counter-attack us here, which I did expect. Cucurella into Nkunku, who wins the rebound outside the box here for Nkunku. They have shrouded him out, and now they're going to try and spring that counter. Here comes Alan on the right side. Gets past one, but can't get past another. Sanchez hoofs the ball up, and Liam Delap holds it up brilliantly. Here comes Palmer. Another bit of hold-up play from Liam Delap. Lays it off for Gusto. Can't get the cross in, though. Here comes Rios. I think it's actually Victor Roque who's going down the left-hand side here. Very dangerous. Standing up is Chalobah. He has been shrouded out, though. They didn't really get the numbers forward enough. Quickly there. Luckily, we're not getting Esteval on the ball. I think Esteval is playing in the centre, actually, which is a bit weird. Here is Esteval. He's dropped deep to get the ball. I think he's just gonna be playing a free role in the middle, to be fair. He can just go wherever he wants. He's gone high now. Ball out to Alan on the right side. He's tackled by Cucurella very, very well. He's gone down, but the referee has not given him anything, which is surprising considering the quality of the referees in this game, in this tournament so far. Palmer can't get the ball through, and it's going to Viverton. Alanda's looking in a bit of pain there. Yeah, there's nothing really in that in terms of an actual foul. It's just a bit of a racing incident. A footballing incident. He's back on his feet now, so no harm, no foul. The grey shorts looks weird with the white kit. Yeah. I think we've had to change that because they wear white shorts. So I think our shorts are normally white, aren't they? Maybe I'm misremembering, but I think that's because of a kick clash. I'm not sure. Long ball from the left-hand side is going to be cut out by Trevor Chalobah not once but twice. And Palmer is able to flick it on. Ball has fallen back to our back line. It's with Cucurella. Here's Santos. Palmer. Enzo. Back to Cucurella. Cucurella tries to get a sweeping ball out to Gusto, and he's very lucky to get it past the player. Whipped into the far post by Gusto, and it's headed by Enzo, but comfortable for the goalkeeper. They're going to try and spring a counter-attack here. Here's Estevao on the right side, up against Cucurella. Let's see what you got, kid. Into the box. And he can't beat him. It's a corner. That's what he likes to do. So this is what we want to see from Estevao in general, is that we want to see what he does against Premier League defences, because that's what he's going to have to come up against. So it's good work from Cuckoo to get back. And this is the currently, and it's undeniable at this point, it's the current best left back in the world at the moment. So if he can do well against him, though, I guess he can do well against pretty much anyone. Alan will be taking this corner, but there's some pushing and shoving going on in the box that the referee wants to sort out first. Whipped into the far post, and Sanchez claims it very, very well. He wants to get us on a run going quickly here, and he has released the ball. They're showing a replay whilst we're on a counter attack. I'm not sure why they're doing that. Here's Neto. Here's Andre Santos. A little bit of a loose touch, but it's fine. Good pass from him into Liam Delap, who's thrown to the floor, but the referee is not given anything, and now he will give it after the advantage was played. Here's Enzo, who's in the deepest position at the moment. Pedro Neto. Andre Santos, he's going a bit further forward now. Gusto drops a shoulder, beats his man, gets out wide with the overlap. Good ball in for Enzo Fernandez, but the defender is in the way. And they've given a goal kick for that. Okay. I think that was Bruno Fuchs. Oh my god, we got more of these wankers. This is going to be the same shit every single time, isn't it? I can feel it. I'm just going to have to constantly be doing this today. Well, they've given a goal kick. They're going to be going up the pitch now, but... Actually, can I... I want to see if I can ban a certain phrase. Oh, I'll figure that out later. We've got Nkunku on the ball here. On the left side, it's broken for Fernandez, but his shot is blocked. It was rather, it kind of just... The player was just kind of in the way. Delapa's getting some argy-bargy with one of their players, and they're going to get some afters now. Of course, the ever so what's the word? Ever present rivalry between the Argentinians and the Brazilians will will be coming out in full force here with Enzo. Yep. Let's see what actually happens here. Oh yeah, Delapa's just thrown the guy to the floor off the ball for no reason, and he's had a bit of a problem with that. It's Guy, Augustin Guy on the right side. Oh, Delap nearly steals it from the goalie there. Oh, Palmer, they're playing a dangerous game here, and they've given it away to Andre Santos. Good work from him to keep the ball. Here's Palmer. They do want to pass it out from the back when they get the ball, but trust me, against Chelsea, that's not a very great thing to do. We're good at our pressing. Here's Cucurella now. Andre Santos. Palmer's dropped deep to get the ball here. Here's Nkunku. I feel like we would just be doing so much better if Nkunku was on the pitch, and I don't mean that in he's been playing badly type of way. I think it's just more so the system doesn't work with only having one winger in it really. But we'll see how well he gets on. Andre Santos drops a shoulder and gets some space. Chalobah up to Gusto. And Neto combines really well with Gusto. Here he is again. Great ball into the box. If he can reach Palmer, it can't. It's cleared for a throw-in. Let's make this Esteval last game for Palmeiras. Let's hopefully. Yeah. We're getting some shots of Joao Pedro in the stands as well. See, the thing is, I like Gusto playing high when he can do just that, like he's just been doing like so far in this game, where he's getting high, like high. I don't like it when he's in this kind of middle ground where he's not really committing high or low. I feel like he's a player that needs to be in either box. Great ball from it's Cole Palmer with a goal. Beautiful assist from Chalobah. I couldn't even get my words out because it happened so quickly. Phenomenal. And he breaks his goal drought finally. What a goal. It's a bit cold. It's a bit cold here. It's a bit cold in my room. You know what? All the credit goes to Trevor Chalobah there, because that is an incredible assist. It's a great finish from Palmer to get past his man, but like the pass from Chalobah is great. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. Take it back. The touch, the first touch from Palmer is insane. Great touch. Oh, that's another one for the bingo card. Cole Palmer goal plus assist. That's a finish and a half, by the way. You know, he's been working on his finishing with both feet in training, and there we go. It pays off. Well, I did not expect a Chalobah assist to be on my our thing. Here he is again, clearing the ball. Not out of the pitch though, and it's going to come back at us. They're responding quickly here. They're trying to get in behind us again. It's Gusto who's won the ball back very well, and he's then fouled and wins the foul. You know what? I've said this before. Gusto, and I saw this on Twitter. I quote tweeted this on Twitter. Supposedly, Gusto is one of the highest rated average players from this tournament. which is kind of interesting according to some certain metrics that I'm not too clued up on. And I do think that he's been defensively really, really solid in his cameos. Great ball from Colwell into the middle. Little knock on from Cole Palmer will fall to Liam Delap, and he's still fighting for it. Liam Delap. He's got the ball here. It's now Cole Palmer. He beats his man. Completely spins his man. The same. Oh, it's the same trick he did. It's the same trick he did in the Europa League final, where it's that kind of little flick Cruyff turn. It gets completely past his man, puts it on into the box from the right hand side, but no one's there. Wait, is it still? I've updated it on my thing. It hasn't worked. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. We do have a corner here. It's Fernandez over it. Outswinger from Enzo. Here comes Cucurella with a volley. Ooh. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, and they're going to try and spring a counter-attack here, but it's Gusto again who's there. Stops the long pass, and it's back with the Frenchman now. Well, we got that goal pretty early, which is nice, because that probably lends into the fact that we will not get the extra time that I kind of theorized. It's great play from Chelsea again. Santos into Enzo, into Palmer, into Nkunku. It's Enzo on the edge of the box. It's straight at the goalkeeper again. With those little passes through the centre whilst they're pressing, they can't deal with it. We're playing the ball so intricately. It was a little Trivela effort from Enzo. Probably not the finish he really needed there. Long ball from Weverton, and it's Santos who wins the aerial duel. Here's Esteval. It's Guillaume. Now out to Alan on the right side. Face to face with Cucurella. He cuts onto his left, but it's blocked. Yeah, okay, the ball is... I was going to say, we're getting a stop and play for the ball being flat. It does look a bit knackered. It's Martinez. Now Fuchs. Oh. Mikael, this number 13 that keeps getting on the ball, he is being so risky. He keeps holding on to the ball way too long, and we keep, like, nearly snatching it off him. Keeps doing that. Eventually we're going to get it. Here he is on the ball once more. Long switch of play to the right side for Alan. Great touch from him. Gets the ball into Esteval in the centre. He's tripped over by Levi Colwell, but he gets the ball back. And then Colwell has recovered well to get the ball. And there's been a little bit of afters from Esteval, and it seemed like Cucurella wanted to get involved there, but realised, wait, this is the bloke that's joining us in like a week, so I'm not going to get him on my bad books. Did Alan and Esteval switch sides? No, Alan's been playing on the right for the majority of this. Yeah, Esteval seems to be playing in like a free middle, a free kind of middle role rather than on either side. Looks like we're going to go long from this free kick. They have given the foul. It's Robert Sanchez to take the long ball here. Big long ball competed for by Delap. He does not win the ball, but we do get the throw. High on the left side. It's Enzo. And back to Chalobah. Oh, bit of a miscommunication between Chalobah and Gusto there, but they're trying to pass their way out and they're just not able to do it against our pressure. It's Alan who's giving the ball away to Nkunku here. Good ball out to Pedro Neto. 1v1 against his man. He bursts around the outside, cuts across. It's gone straight across the box, and Delap was so close to getting on it. It's still alive with Gusto on the left side now. He's been fouled by Esteval. And we win a free kick. Yeah, I kind of said that as well. I think Nkunku in this like this 10 role, he's so much better than when he's being forced up top. And I think that's kind of a thing we're allowed to do now because we have so many more strikers at the club. After signing 2 strikers, we don't really need to put him there. So he plays a little bit better when he's a little bit deeper, but then again, maybe he's just kind of performing again, trying to force a move. So short free kick taken. Here's Enzo who's going to try and fashion a chance. It's Palmer. We don't put the ball in the box, which is really frustrating, but here's Enzo again. He's doing really well. He's run into the box, cuts onto his right foot, gets it to Chalobah. Shot deflected, and they haven't given a corner. I don't know if they deflected off. Did it deflect off one of our guys? Oh no, it just goes all the way through. That is a centre-back's finish, let's say. "25 minutes gone. Ball down the left-hand side is going to be cut out very easily by Trevor Chalobah. I feel like it would suit Palmeiras more if they decided to actually try and play some football rather than trying to hoof it long and go on the transition, because they're just not really making inroads with those long balls. Here's Chalobah. Long switch of play to the left-hand side where Nkunku will not be able to get it because he's not that tall. Have we got another ball issue? Oh no, Veverton is down. The goalkeeper. He's holding his hamstring or the back of his knee or something. This could be a sub. Yeah, he's got his head in his hands. I think he's pulled a hammy. Okay, just watch the Cole Palmer goal again. Beautiful finish. Weatherton is back onto his feet. To give him credit. I think that he's going to see if he can run it off. They brought the stretcher out for him, so it's very surprising to see him stay on. I assume he's going to go. He's going to probably sit down again in about 5 minutes, and then here he is on the ball. He's being closed down by Liam Delap. Not what you want when you've got an injury. Pedro Neto does well, but can't get the ball at the end of it. Here's Levi Colwill. Oh, there was a pass in there for Palmer. He didn't take it. Here's Gusto on the right side instead. And now Cucurella on the left side. Back to Colwill. Yeah, it's very much. It seems very much like it's a kind of. It's a weird because Alan is moving to the right side a lot of the time, but Esteval is moving that way. And then Torres is obviously on the left side and Victor Roque down the middle. I think Alan and Esteval are kind of just interchanging though. Delap has gotten involved with some more. Yeah, he's just roughed up Alan a little bit there. There's no real need for it, to be fair. He is a shithouse though. He's a massive shithouse. He's never going to change. That's just the way he is. Here's Mikhail. It's gone off the pitch, and they will give Chelsea a throw. It's Levi Colwill again. Needs some movement in front of him. He's not getting it. Great turn from Fernandez, but he's fouled by Alain. And he's getting a talking to from the referee. A little bit of a late one on Enzo. I think it's a couple of challenges from him in a row that the referee wants to kind of get on top of. Back to Robert Sanchez. Beautiful little dinked pass into Palmer from him. He's fouled by Martinez, and the referee will actually call the foul. This referee's been good so far. He's actually been calling fouls, which is nice. Gusto in a free space is given the ball here by Colwill. The whistles are coming out from the Palmeiras fans now as we play the ball around the back. Cute little pass from Palmer into Santos, back to Palmer. It's fallen for the goalkeeper here, off of a ricochet. Delap getting involved with the goalkeeper again. Good win in the air by Chalabar again. Here's Enzo in the middle now. He's got space and time. Picks out a pass to Pedro Neto. Good ball from him into Cole Palmer in the half space. And it's pulled back to Delap, but it's cleared out for a corner. It's the movement from Palmer is so good in this game so far. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I just did it, by the way. That's the bingo card. Oh, God. Short corner. It's Santos who whips the ball in eventually. Palmer tries to get it in again. It's ricocheted. It's Levi Colwill now on the left-hand side. He's going to try and recycle the ball. Here's Pedro Neto, who's on the left-hand side now. Does well to retain the ball. Colwill stayed out left here, and he's received the ball in the left-back position. Plays a really good ball into Liam Delap, who holds it up for Fernandez. Is Nkunku on the left side. Fernandez again. Switches the ball to the right side with Gusto. Now Palmer. Back to Gusto. Good ball in from him to Delap, who's holding it up, and that could be given as a foul. It's fallen for Cole Palmer. He gets it to Nkunku, and he's absolutely ballooned it. It's good work from us. In and around the area, Delap's hold-up play has been so good, but I mean, that's arguably a penalty, man. It's his honesty to kind of fight for the ball there that's not giving him the foul, and it's a terrible finish from Nkunku at the end of it. Yes, pun 100% intended. It's Weverton, who seems to be fine after his small injury scare. Here's Guy. Ball from Alan over the top is easily dealt with by Levi Colwill. And so Fernandez wins it in the middle, and the referee is given a foul for absolutely nothing. Okay. Oh, little bit of a late one from Enzo on Estival there. I think that's a bit of a result of his anger at the last decision. Oh, it's not actually as bad as I initially thought. He does tag him, but it's more of a swipe at the ball that he's missed. Palmeiras trying to play it out from the back here, under pressure from Liam Delap. Here's Mikael, who's been giving it away from these positions and has gotten away from Neto. Long ball over the top is met by Andre Santos, but Torres is offside by an absolute country mile. There are fireworks going off outside the stadium because of the 4th of July. Good ball from Cuckoo into Andre Santos through the lines. Here is the Brazilian again. Great ball into Palmer. He's not able to touch the ball properly and has lost it. Palmeiras trying to break. Is Estival. Does really well to get past one, but he's being tracked all the way across the pitch by Cucurella. He's done well to get the ball away. Whipped in! And Alan has completely fluffed it. He's offside anyway, but... Oh my goodness. Can't believe these like, losers do this, man. Like, I'm going to create multiple accounts and constantly spam my shitty livestream link in the chat and expect a different result. It's just behind, the ball is just behind him. He can't get any contact on it. I think he's also kind of put off by the fact that Torres is going for the same ball. That should be an equalizer there if it wasn't offside. Here's Cucurella. I said it's an interesting battle between Cucurella and Esteval. They're having a really good duel between the two of them. Santos has clattered Rios, I believe that is. Or Hios, rather. Guy will switch the ball to the right-hand side, and it's gone straight off the pitch. I don't know why they tried to take that so quickly. And we've taken a throw-in quickly, and here's come Pedro Neto on the counter. Oh, he just can't get the ball under his spell fully. And they're going to break here. I feel that's a little bit of a foul on Neto, to be fair. Here's Vitor Roque down the left-hand side. He's up against about 4 defenders on his own. Cuts inside. And gives the ball straight to Andre Santos, who's then been fouled, and the referee's given nothing. Here's Fernandez. It breaks away. Palmer will completely fool Martinez, and he gets a good ball in, or tries to, for Pedro Neto, but he's held up by the defender, and rightfully the referee gives a foul. Would I sign Anthony for 10 mil? You could give me 10 mil and I wouldn't say You could give Chelsea 10 mil and I wouldn't take him, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think he's found his level at in La Liga. They're still committed to their press here, to be fair. We're passing it pretty comfortably, though. Here's Cucurella. Surging forward here. Andre Santos. Good ball into Gusto, I believe that is. Oh, it's a really good pass, but it's a horror challenge from Gusto. They're gonna play the advantage here, but that's a horror challenge. He's gonna get a yellow, but it could be worse than that, honestly. It was really good initially from Gusto, but Delap just couldn't get onto the ball. Oh, actually, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as I first thought. It looked a lot worse from the hard cam. Yeah, that was a little bit of head loss. I can't lie. He was upset that his really good pass wasn't kind of met, and I think he tried to make up for it a little bit too eagerly. I thought it was a lot more dangerous than it actually looked in retrospect. It's Colwell who wins the ball from the long ball. Enzo Fernandez will try and play it forward. Here he is again. Tries to launch it forward. Can't. Game's getting a bit scrappy in the middle. 5 minutes to the end of the half. Well, just under 4 now. It's Esteval wide right. Good ball into Hios. Good ball back to Esteval. Wide right again. Up against Cucurella. He's being doubled up on here by Nkunku as well. Good ball into the box. Great downward header by Van der Laan, the arriving left back, but Sanchez denies him very comfortably, and he's set us on a counter-attack here with Pedro Neto. Here's Palmer. And they've got numbers back here now. Here's Palmer, though. Nkunku on the left side. Here's Fernandez. And Santos. Taking our time here. We're not forcing anything, which is good to see. Trevor Chalobah. Levi Colwell will be pressured, but he's somehow managed to get the ball out to Enzo, but he'll let it go for a corner, a throw rather. It's a good save from Sanchez. Comfortable, but he had to make it. Cucurella long for Liam Delap. Holds up the ball excellently well again. And he's just been given a foul for nothing again. Apparently you can't back up into a player anymore. According to this ref anyway. Cole Palmer wins the ball, but I think unfairly. It's a free kick for Palmeiras. They take it quickly. Here's Mikael. Plays it wide for Van der Laan. Here's Fuchs. Oh, he's risking it there against Delap again, man. They are playing so riskily. If it works, it works. But, you know. Here's Alan. Plays the ball over the top, and Chalobah will easily and very comfortably mop this up. Is Petro gone in your mind, or should we play him next season? Petro's gone. Yeah, Petro's gone in my mind. It seems like he's kind of made his peace with the team. Obviously, there's been rumours that he might be going to Sunderland, which I think would be very, very cool. See him going to there. I think that he'd actually help them maybe stay up. I think he's good enough, but yeah, he should be playing, but he's not going to be. Here's Cucurella. And Kunku, under a lot of pressure here, does really well. He was tripped, but they're not giving anything for it. And now Estevao is going to breeze past about 4 players. Throw-in will be taken by Gi. Here's Alain. Gi again. And Cucurella's absolutely thundered it out. And then been pushed by the Argentinian there. Should be getting a talking to there, mate. It's all the way back to the goalkeeper now, Everton. Here's Hios. Long switch of play, and Gusto rather does well to deal with it, but then Colwell has a bit of head loss and kicks the ball off the pitch for some reason. I think we're just trying to see out this half, honestly. 1 more minute of additional time. Throw is taken. Oh, God, man, again. It's that same bloke, Mikael. He's taken so many risks in possession. One of these times he's going to get the ball taken off him. Long ball again. Goes all the way out. I can't think of a single United player that would genuinely improve us. I mean, Dallow's pretty decent, but he's just not going to get in the side over Gusto or James. Who else have they got? Is it yellow to Delap for something? I think the ref is starting to favour. Oh, that's such a soft foul, man. Whatever. Half time there. We are 1-0 up. And Delap misses the next match because of that yellow card, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to, oh, man, I'm trying to think of. I still can't think of like half the. I mean, Bruno. I guess you could say Bruno gets into our team over at least Nkunku, right? Yeah, I think he's the one. I was the thing is, I'd say Onana, but he's almost as mistake prone as Sanchez is, so that doesn't really help. Well, I mean, yeah, Mbumo counts now. I was thinking like from their team last season. Yeah, Mbumo, does he get in over? The thing is, I don't know. I think it's a real question, and obviously this will be a thing to see how United play next season. But like, I don't know if he'll be as good in a team that wants to keep possession. I feel like he suits that kind of Brentford style of just launch it long as quickly as possible and go on the counter. I don't know if he's going to be as suited to like getting on the ball and actually making things happen in possession, but he'll definitely improve them because they're absolute wanks. So yeah, Mount. The thing is, Mount's a weird story because like he started really well for us. His first season under Lampard, he was really, really good. He kind of fell off in his like following seasons, and then obviously he got eyes for a different club, and yeah, when that happens, he can just leave. I don't really have any I don't really have any sympathy for what's happening with Mount now. The adverts on this channel are so crazy. Um, I'm actually gonna quickly go onto the be right back screen, so I can use the bathroom. I will be right back. Alrighty, back to it. Whew. Oh, um, so I was trying to catch up with chat. I don't know if you can tell, but like I'm really feeling the what's the word? I'm really feeling the effects of staying up for so long. Antonio Silva. When we played Benfica, I thought Antonio Silva was like the star of that game for me. Him or Hincapié, but Hincapié is so much like completely out of our price range. So yeah, I think the in general, I think the experience kind of argument is a bit, you know, like people put importance to experience like more than they need to. I think it's kind of, it can't be a blanket like, oh, our team is young, so therefore they can't do certain things in a way. Like, you need to remember we've got like a Champions League winner, we've got a World Cup winner in our team, we've got a Euros winner in our team, we've got the whole of the team are, or except for the new signings, are Europa Conference League winners. Like these are players that have done it at this point. Like they know what they got to do. I wouldn't bring Guiu back. Gehi back either. I think he's too short of a centre back, and we're a team that kind of needs to have those like commanding centre backs really. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the UEFA thing is going to be much of an issue. We've got like tons and tons of players that need to be offloaded, and we're getting around 100 million for them shouldn't be that hard, I'd imagine. If you think about it, we're already touted for getting 25 million for Petro. That's a quarter of that in one player, so. Any updates on Reese? Not that I know of. I should check actually. I haven't gone onto the Twitter sphere. Let me quickly do that. See if there's anything. Doesn't look like we're getting anything. I assume it just must be a precaution or something. Can't really find anything. It could be it could be like illness or something. It usually with these kind of late changes to the starting 11, it's a bit um it's usually like there's something that's popped up or something, or if like they seemed like they were okay for the game and then they suddenly turned around and told the manager that they don't think they can play. So what is necessity then? Left back cover, absolutely. I think we've been rumored to be getting Yoral Hato for so long now. I think it would be very surprising if we don't get that. Um, maybe another right-footed attacker. It depends on where Joao Pedro's played, really. If he's played off the left side, then we don't need to. But apart from that, we've got cover everywhere. So everywhere except for left back. And again, it also depends on outgoings. I mean, like if Madueke leaves, then I think we absolutely bring in another right-footed winger. If Jackson goes, I assume we bring in a new striker of some sort, maybe Ekatike, someone like that. Um, I would like to, yeah, I would again, I would personally, I would go back in for Mangyang. Maybe we do that at some point. But I think Sanchez is like, it's Sanchez is annoying because he's proven himself so much as a shot stopper, and he's actually so secure as an actual goalkeeper. It's just the fact that he just decides to turn into a bozo half the games. If he seems to, at least in this kind of run in that we've had in this like 13 or 14 game span, he seems to have kind of gotten rid of that. So hopefully that can continue for a long time, and we just kind of don't have to, because it would be better if we don't have to invest in more goalkeepers. We've already spent so much money on goalkeepers in, like, the last 4 or 5 years. Mm. I kind of agree with that. I think Jurgensen's the one which is like, it's annoying because I likened this the other day when I was talking about this with someone on Twitter, and I likened it to the same situation that we had when we had Mendy and Kepa, where Kepa was really good with the ball at his feet, but he couldn't save any shots, and then Mendy was really good at saving shots, but could not pass the ball at all. We've got the same thing. We kind of have the same thing with Sanchez, where Sanchez is like a really good shot stopper, but is kind of shaky with his feet, and then Jurgensen's good with his feet, but can't save a single shot to save his life. So it's just like, there we are. It's a very rare kind of occasion when you get a goalkeeper that's very good at doing both. Players are coming out for the second half now. Doesn't look like there's any changes. The commentary team is just called Delap Liam Palmer. Can't tell if there is any Palmeiras changes yet or not. It seems pretty unchanged. Yeah, I think it's unchanged. Also, the Vidal will have the kickoff here. Going right to left, imagine. The referee and the Delap are still talking. It's been a whole half time and he's still talking about that earlier incident of him and Palmer. That's an interesting statistic that the commentary just mentioned there, is that None of Palmeiras' goals have come from actual on-field players. They've all come from substitutes or an own goal. That's so interesting. I know that Mauricio, not Mauricio, what's his name? Paulinho, rather, has come off the bench to score like 2 or 3 times. Oh, don't forget the timer. Boom. I think I'm a little bit late on the timer. It should be fine. And immediately they have had a player clattered, and they will be taking a free kick pretty far into our half, to be fair. Oh no, it seems to be synced up pretty well, actually. Esteval is the man over the ball. Good delivery from him. It's a great ball in, and it's a decent header from Fuchs, but I think he was offside anyway. Yeah, he's been called. Good delivery from Esteval. Yeah, they went a bit early. Here's Cucurella, surging forward with pace. Delap, who's been fouled by Fuchs again, man. This is happening all game. It's just ridiculous. The referees at least called it this time. I think Delap has conned the ref a little bit there, actually, to be fair. He's felt the hands on his back and he's gone down a bit easier than he probably is. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Back to Chalabar. Gusto. Ooh. It's gone back to Colwell, but interesting thing I just noticed as we play it through the press here. Great ball from Enzo Fernandez. Actually, I'll hold that thought until we finish this. Here's Pedro Neto. Dinked little ball in, is not strong enough to get past the big stature of Mikhail. Here's Andre Santos. Loses the ball. Long ball down for Viter Hockey is easily shepherded to the goalkeeper by Chalabar. But no, one thing I noticed is that when Gusto got on the ball there, Neto cut inside. Instead of staying wide, he kind of moved into a kind of inside 10 position, which is interesting. So maybe that's a small tweak we've seen from Maresca. Here's Cucurella. Dinked little pass in behind by Nkunku will not fall to anyone, but we've recovered the ball again with Cucurella. They've taken the throw in quickly, and Cucurella has fouled Alan deep into our own half. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been a pretty all-round good performance from our team. I don't think there's anyone I can really single out that hasn't been particularly good. Corner, or not a corner, free kick, rather, for Palmeiras. From the right side. See, you say that actually, but they had a game recently, as Sanchez claims this pretty comfortably. They had a game recently, I forget which one it was. I think it might have been the Botafogo game, where they had 14 corners and did not get a single effort on target from 14 corners. Which is really weird. You'd think that they'd be better than that. Good ball from Colwell up to Fernandez. His Nkunku gets away from his man pretty well. Enzo again, under pressure, tries to roll around and does get the ball through for Delap, who's also being held, but nothing given. Referee's allowing the game to be physical. There's a push from Andre Santos in the middle that the referee is giving him a little talking to for. Out wide for Vanderlaan. Keeps it in. Martinez. Loose touch from Hios has given it to Santos, but it's going to fall back to the back line of Palmeiras here. Ball down the line is met with a foul on Alan from Cucurella again, I believe. He's going to be getting a talking to here. We're giving away too many set pieces here. It is actually kind of frustrating. As I said, I don't think that they haven't had the greatest record from set pieces, but I would like them to just be given them for free. Thanks, that would be great. It's Hios who's going to be standing over this with Alan as well. There's some more kind of argy-bargy in the center. It's Vitor Roque who is on the floor. Talking to Colwell now, the ref. The referee is starting to get involved a bit too much now. It's going to start to annoy me. Free kick taken short. Oh, it's a good ball into Estevao. He can't take it under his spell though. Good set piece. So just the ball kind of went under his feet. He couldn't really get it. Tries a little bit of a flick on. I believe we paid 45 million for him, but there may have been add-ons with that. Palmeiras has started this half way better than they were playing in the first. Here's Estevao. Doubled up against Cucurella. Can he beat him? Not able to yet. So it's a trial by fire for Estevao up against the best left back on the planet at the current time. Here's Hios. Good ball in for Estevao. Good touch. It's a fantastic finish. That's our star boy. It's an absolutely incredible finish. Can't even be mad at that. Can't even be mad at it. It's just pure class, and it's nice knowing that he's going to be playing for us next season. I will like to see who loses him. I think it could be Cucurella who loses him in the box here. They start this half so well, and we haven't responded to it. I think it's actually Enzo who needs to be getting closer. Oh, it's such a good finish. I don't know if he's even actually trying to shoot here. I think he's just trying to pull it back, but still. Oh no, I think he means that actually. I want to see the way he. Yeah, it looks more like a shot than a cross, to be fair. That makes things a lot more interesting, because now we can't sit on our laurels, so we now have to actually get back into the game. I really hope this doesn't mean we're going to fall to extra time, which yeah, I really do not want. I'm so tired. Oh, interesting. Madueke has come on immediately, and as has, for his debut, João Pedro. Mate, the zone. I don't want your stupid special offer. Stop advertising me your stupid subscription service. I'm not going to buy it. I want to watch the free game. Let's see what João Pedro can do. Another Brazilian enters the fold. Yeah, very early for Pedro to come on. He's getting basically a whole half here. First touch for him is a little bit loose. He's done well to win the ball back, though. And the referee has given a foul for absolutely nothing. This ref is off his rocker. clean tackle both times. He's getting fouled by their player. He's literally having his shirt taken off him by their player. This ref is an idiot. Good tackle from Santos. The ball will fall back to them. I'm not sure who actually came off for Madueke. I think it was Nkunku. Yeah, Madueke's gone to the left side. Interesting knowing that Pedro is being played as the striker. But he does seem to be in kind of like a top two with Palmer at the moment. But that is just because we are in a defensive position. We'll see where he ends up afterwards. We're pressing high here now. Here comes Pedro. Oh, I'm going to have to differentiate between Pedro and Pedro Neto. Vite Hockey has... Man, that guy's rapid, by the way. Chalobah deals with him just in the nick of time. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Ball, the game's opening up a little bit here. Here comes Gusto through the middle. Great pass from Palmer. Ball will go out to Madueke. Into the box. Takes a strike. Corner. Okay, like I said, the game's getting a lot more interesting now. We know one thing, Joao Pedro is very good in the air. That's something he's been very, very good at when he's been at Brighton. Can he get on his head on the end of this from the corner? Pedro Neto to take. Whipped in to the front post. It is Joao Pedro who gets there. Oh no, this is him on the ball now, actually. I think it was Chalobah who got the first touch. He's done really well to get it past. Oh, it's bouncing around in the box like crazy, but it will come back to Cole Palmer here. Out to the left-hand side, here's Pedro Neto. Up against Alan. He's got Esteval with him as well. Here's Fernandez. Neto once again. Gets past one. Can't get past the second. And the second is Esteval. He's going to try and take his man on. He's been tackled by Pedro Neto. It's good work from him again, defensively. Is Gusto's going to try and blaze his way around the outside. He's been hit in the face, but I'm not sure what they've given. What's the ref given here? I assume they've given a free kick to them, considering how bad this ref has been so far. We're currently just getting loads of pictures of the crowd, so I can't really tell. Yep, it's a free kick to them somehow, and the goalkeeper will be taking it, Everton. Here comes the long ball from the goalie. They've pushed their players really high up now. They're playing much further up the pitch than they were before. Good win by Torres, but it falls to Cucurella. Madueke beats his man, gets a free or a throw in rather. Here's Colwell. And Chalobah. Back to Colwell. Santos to Enzo, who will try and play it across for Chalobah, but he can't get on the end of the pass. That's a little combination we've seen a few times here, which has been quite good to see, is that first time ball from Andre to Enzo, and then Enzo will pop it wide from there. Their player has just fallen to the floor and handballed it deliberately, and Again, I don't know what the referee's given here, but I swear to God, if they've given a free kick to him for this, he's just dived on the ball and then grabbed it. It's obstruction. I think they did give. I think they did give the free kick to us actually because we've got the ball here. Here's Chalobah on the right side. He's going to try and surge forward here. Does well. It's Neto. Pedro Neto with a first time ball up to Joao Pedro, who does well to hold it up for Gusto. Good little flick behind for Neto again. His pass to Palmer is not a good one. And now it's a counter-attack from Palmeiras with Martinez. He's been tackled beautifully by Andre Santos. Great work from the Brazilian. And now we can break. Is Palmer up to Cucurella. Back and forth game coming here. Madueke on the wide left side. He's going to cut inside onto his right foot. Tries to get the pass through and it takes a touch and goes out for a corner. That's a great recovery from Andre Santos, man. That's what he can do. He seems to have settled a lot more than he was in his first appearance for us. He was a bit shaky there. He seems to be a lot more in tune with what his coach wants from him. It's Neto to take the out-swinging corner from the left side. Joao Pedro is at the back post. Ball's gone into the centre of the box. It's going to fall for Andre Santos, who takes a strike. It's hit hockey. Here's Neto. Enzo. Dinked ball to the back post. It's Pedro Neto. It's Joao Pedro, rather, in the box. Oh. Cross from Colwell is crowded out and goes another corner, but from the other side. It's great work from Joao Pedro, actually, to somehow keep a hold of that in the box. It's going to be a short one here from Enzo. Is Palmer. Into Pedro Neto. Good little ball over the top. Oh, it's going to fall for Cucurella, who will head it forward. Here's Madueke in the box. GI has fallen to the floor like a lunatic. Ball dinked in, and it's gone straight into the first man, and Guy will bring the ball away here. Good work from Colwell to defend this as well. And he even gets it away, but can't get it through to a Chelsea player, and the goalkeeper will smack it long now. It's a great pass, to be fair. Here's Vitor Roque. He gets past Enzo, gets past Santos, gets past Colwell. Here's Alan, who's taken a strike, and it's wide of the left post. This may come down to which team has the better finishing, because we are both creating chances at will now. Here is Levi Colwell. Seems like we want to slow the game down a little bit more. Ball inside for Fernandez. Great turn. He completely deceives his man. He's got so much space here. He's going to play it wide for Madueke. First time ball in for Joao Pedro. Oh, it's deflected off the defender and gone straight to the goalie. That's what we want to see from our midfield, man. Just completely turning the pressure and getting through. Joao Pedro goal would go crazy, by the way. Here's Esteval. Long ball for Roque. He's going to try and use his pace. can't get past Trevor Chalobah, who has been very, very good today. Sanchez has got us going immediately. Here's Fernandez. Cucurella. Levi Colwill is dribbling the ball out, and he sees the ball up to Joao Pedro. A good dropping deep play from him, the link up there. We'll go back to the centre-back, though. Ball over the top for Joao Pedro again. It's a really good touch from him. He's going to go for a strike here. It's wide. He's fouled there, to be fair. Not really given anything. It's good work from him initially to hold the ball up there, though. Oh, yeah, he is fouled there, to be fair. Ref hasn't given it. Hasn't deemed it enough. Yeah, no, he played for Fluminense. Which is, ironically, the team we'll be facing if we beat Palmeiras today. Speaking of which, they are making a double change here. Torres is coming off for Paulinho, who's scored multiple goals for them already in this tournament. And Alan is coming off for, I would imagine, Mauricio. I would imagine. I'm not sure. Yeah, Mauricio. "24 minutes to go." Here is Mikael. Weverton, rather. Good scrap between Chalobah and Roque once more. It's a very panicky ball back to the goalkeeper from the number 9. Here's Fuchs. Long ball from the right back will go straight out, or straight over the top rather, to Cucurella to mop up. Here's Levi Colwill once again, searching for that line-breaking pass. There it is. Joao Pedro, who's dropped deep again, does really well there. It's clear that we have a type of profile of striker that we want. Here is Joao Pedro again. Looks for a strike. Gets into the box. To the byline. Can't keep it in, I don't think. Yeah. The referee has given a goal kick. You know, Pedro's impressed me so far. Again, I said it's very clear that we've got a very similar type of strikers that we want. We want strikers that can drop into the midfield and supplement things, and he's been doing that really well so far. Almost gets a really good assist there as well. Goal kick from Weverton. Chalobah wins the header. Throw in for Palmeiras high on the left side. Here's Paulinho. Being tracked all the way by Santos. Here he is again. And Santos has won the ball off him excellently. Here's Palmer. Goes the wrong way, really, but he's going to go back to Sanchez. Or he's going to Cruyff turn and then play the ball through. It's very risky, but it works away. Gets away with it, to be fair. Here's Madueke. Great ball from him through to Enzo Fernandez. We're now on the counter-attack. Joao Pedro's gone to the left side. Oh, it's a bit of a miscommunication between Gusto, Palmer and Enzo there. Really not on the same page. But they've cleared it straight to Gusto, and his touch is a bit poor. It's like we're getting the passive, like the patterns of play are working. It's just that final kind of bit we're not really getting down. The actual build-up play is really, really good. It's just like we're not getting that finishing touches right. They're playing it. Is another long ball from Veverton. We'll go straight over to Trevor Chalobah once again. Every time Colwell gets on the ball, it feels like we're going to play a pass in behind them. Here's Santos. Cucurella. Here's Colwell. Chalobah on the right side. Back with Colwell, and here it goes. He's going to step up. He's going to try and play a ball straight through the middle. There it is to Gusto, who's clattered by the defender, but he's won it cleanly. Is Esteval. Good work from, fantastically well done by Levi Colwell on the left side there. But they are gonna take it quickly from the throw in. Here's Paulinho. In behind is Mauricio. It's a fantastic defending from Levi Colwell again. Christ. It's Gusto again getting caught out, I think. I'm slowly losing my voice. Esteval to take this corner. The outswinger. It's deep to the back post. It's got all the way across. Is Mikhail. And he mops it up back to his defenders. All the way back to Veverton now. They're probably going to take a long kick here. Maybe not. Players are not particularly going up high to press here, which is kind of frustrating. Now Veverton is looking for the long ball. There it is. It's Trevor Chalobah who wins it again. He does give it away. Here's Paulinho. Esteval, who's still on the left side. Here's Paulinho. Tracked by Santos, and Enzo wins the ball. Joao Pedro gets it out to Madueke. Here we go. Counter-attack. Madueke is going to take on his man. He's fooled him once, fooled him twice. Good ball into the box, and it's deflected to another corner on our left side. I hope we do not take this one short. You know what? That's actually such an imperative block by Fuchs. That's going straight to Joao Pedro. To be fair, you say that. I don't know where my watch is at the moment. I would be tracking mine, but I don't know where I've put mine. It's going to be Pedro Neto to take. Outswinger. Into the front post. It's Colwell who gets to the end of it. Here's Joao Pedro. Cucurella! Oh! Takes a swinger on the right foot. It's a chance. They just got a bit too overzealous there, I think. I think it would have probably been ruled out if it went in anyway, because Pedro is offside, but... It's on the bounce. It takes a little bit of a bobble before he hits it. "16 minutes for Chelsea to get a goal, or this will be going to extra time." Long ball from Veverton one more time. Guess who's there? Trevor Chalobah. Andre Santos does well, but gives the ball away after. So a couple more substitutions lined up for Palmeiras here. Roque tackled by Gusto. It'll be Moreno and Lopez coming on. Trying to see who's coming off here. It's Roque and Martinez who's coming off. Honestly, I'm glad to see the back of Roque because he's been really, really good for them so far. Long ball from Guy. Esteval can't beat Cucurella, who wins the throw. Cole will drag it out from the back again. Chalobah into Palmer. Tries to feed it into Gusto, but he can't get his pass right. Here's Paulinho. Esteval. 1v1 versus Cucurella. Gets doubled up on by Cole Palmer and does really, really well to block that, Cole. Ball over the top is for João Pedro, who's done really well to hold this up again. Into Enzo Fernandez. Overlap is Madueke, tries to get it past his man. He's fouled on the edge of the box. Is he going to get a card for this, maybe? No, he's not going to get a card. You know what? Madueke's done really well there because there's no way he's actually getting this ball. He nuts him. Pana! Oh no, the player does block him, like, fully. He does. I thought it was just a kind of coming together. He's actually fully blocked him. That's 100% a foul. We know how good Cole Palmer can be from these situations. Just outside the D, it's a really good position for a player. It's a bit central, though. Probably suits the right footer here more, because it is more to the right side. One of their players has just been given a yellow card for talking too much to the referee. I think that is Rios. Yeah. Richard Rios misses the next match if he just goes through, which we expect not to. Enzo's the one who's standing over this the most. Palmer's got the ball in his hand, but I think this is going to be Enzo. Enzo, top right corner. Even Santos wants it, man. Santos is standing there wanting the free kick. I rate it, to be fair. They've got about a 9-man wall. It's like it's an indirect free kick. Pedro Neto is being shoved away from it. Interesting here is that Levi Colwill is standing in a very particular position. I think they're going to try and aim, they might aim the ball at Colwill and he's going to try and jump out of the way. They're trying to steal a yard here of the wall. Is it Enzo or Palmer? Let's see. It's Palmer, deflected into the wall, and it's gone out for a corner, throw rather. Good little bit. Yeah, it was aimed at that kind of area where Colwill was, and he's moved out of the way, but it's gone a bit too wide, and it's hit the defender. Cleared out by the number 5. Gusto will take the throw. Here's Chalobah. 10 minutes to play. Plus any additional time, which there should be quite a lot of, I'd imagine. Fernandez to Madueke. João Pedro. Madueke again. João Pedro. Cucurella. It's Enzo Fernandez. Good little ball in for Cucurella. Cuts the ball away in, and it deflects very kindly for the goalkeeper. We'll try and slow things down here, surprisingly. Long ball from him, from the hands. The drop kick will go straight to Andre Santos, who wins the ball in the air. Gusto, rather, has missed the ball. Great tackle from Santos once again. He's phenomenal in that midfield, I tell you. He's been a real destroyer today. Slightly different to what he's been used to doing in his other appearances. Here's Paulinho on the left side, though. Good ball into the box. It's fantastic work from Sanchez, and he's going to launch the ball long. Here comes João Pedro, trying to get onto it. Can't. Palmer gets on the end of this, though. Needs to turn. Doesn't turn. Keeps the ball. Here's Colwell. Gusto. Good ball into João Pedro. Nice little flick to Enzo. Great header down to him, and João Pedro gets it to Noni Madueke. Into the box. Oh, he puts it in, but I think he's fouled, or at least nudged, before he's able to play that in. It doesn't reach Pedro Neto. No, João Pedro has been phenomenal. Genuinely. I didn't expect him to be his link-up to be this good. Him and Enzo have got some kind of connection going on. I would like to see... Oh, God, here comes Esteval. Good ball in. Good work from Chalabar to get it away, and Cucurella will head it away. Pedro again getting it to Fernandez. Those two linking up like they've been playing together for donkey's years. Switch to Palmer. Here goes Palmer. Gets it to Fernandez on his right foot. Takes a strike. It deflects for another corner. We're getting closer here. I would personally be taking Gusto off for Sugo right now. Because he is the one that's kind of looking a bit suspect. I'd put Sugo as the deeper player and then push Santos a little bit higher. We've got 3 subs left. Here's short corner to Palmer. Enzo on the edge of the box. Good ball to... Oh, it's gone through. Who is that who scored? It's Gusto, I think. It's his first goal. And I can't believe it. I was just saying I wanted him to come off the pitch. And he scores. Absolute jammy goal, but we take those. First ever goal for Malo Gusto, and it's an absolute complete scuffed goal, but it could be the decider in a quarter final of a world competition. Good position for him. Oh, it's deflected off of Hios. It's completely fooled the goalkeeper. I mean, oh no, the goalkeeper should be doing better than that. He should definitely be doing better than that, even though the deflections happened. I just can't believe that Malo Gusto scored. There we go. That's another one off the bingo card. Unlikely goal scorer. What a time to get your first Chelsea goal as well. Oh, it's not going to count. It's going to count as a Weatherton own goal. No, they're going to call. They're going to take it away from him. No way are they going to call that an own goal. Good work from Madueke. Here's Sanchez. No bozo, please. Here's the goal scorer, Gusto. Full of confidence. Gets it to Pedro Neto. Does really well. Full of confidence. Here goes Gusto. Overlapping again. Good ball in from him. It's João Pedro. It's a fantastic interception from Bruno Fuchs. Oh my goodness. Oh, but it's going to fall here for Palmer. We've got wind in our sails here now. They're like really... We don't need to be going up the pitch as hard as we are, but we're going for it. Ball over the top is a good one. Here's Paulinho. He's the danger man. Gets past one. Oof. Shots just whizzes past the right post. That's what you can do. It brought on Rafael Vega as the next player has come on for Palmeiras. Oh, that's so close from Joao Pedro. That's a great ball from Gusto. And it's Rios who comes off. Long ball up to Pedro once again. He's done really well to keep it on, to be fair, Joao Pedro. And he has been fouled again by Fuchs, or tackled again, rather. Long ball from him, and I'm not sure who that is who's won the free kick, but free kick to Palmeiras. They got 5 minutes. It's a yellow card for someone. I'm not sure who. Colwell. Oh, excuse me. And Colwell's going to miss the next match, which is really, really bad. Pedro Neto is coming off for Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Good shift from Neto today. Here's Weverton. They have officially credited it as a Weverton own goal, which is absolute horseshit, but there we go. Cucurella wins the header. And again. Cucurella's been fouled there. Long ranger that Sanchez saves, but the whistle had already gone beforehand. Levi Colwell will take the free kick. Never mind, he's left it for Sanchez, so long ball coming. Long ball from Robert Sanchez into the left channel. Good work from Andre Santos to win it in the midfield. Here's Dewsbury Hall. He's not fouled, according to the referee. Long ball for Esteval will not reach him. I don't get how they've given this as an own goal, because it's going in before the goalkeeper touches it. Good work from Santos. Cleared by Trevor Chalabar. The ball's actually stayed on the entire time. So it's gone all the way to them. Deep into their half. Is Esteval. Fuchs, who's gone up top as a striker, it seems. Momentarily, anyway. Back to Sanchez. Long ball from him. Oh, so kind of a nasty collision there between Santos and one of their players, but the referee's not stopped the game. Here's Palmer. He's going to kick the ball off so the player can get treatment. And a Sugo will be coming on. I assume he'll be coming on for Santos here. Yeah. Good shift from Santos today. Really, really good shift. Had a good little partnership with Fernandez for the most of the game. I'm not saying anything. You know how bad my jinx is. I'm not taking anything for granted. Here's Colwell. Sanchez. Long ball from him. Falls to Kin and Dewsbury Hall. Lifts it to Madueke. Good touch from him. Keeps on the ball. Great work from him. He's been absolutely rolled. He's been hacked down. That could be a red. That's horrible. That's a horror tackle. From Moreno. How is that not a yellow, ref? Come on, man. Free kick to Chelsea. It's Malo Gusto who takes it, I believe. Up to Kin and Dewsbury Hall, but the ball will roll out for a throw. It's Van der Laan. Kin and Dewsbury Hall will win the aerial ball again. Another throw for them. Aerial ball won by Dario Sugo this time. Here's Kin and Dewsbury Hall. We're scrapping in there now. Great tackle from Palmer. Oh, you fucking shit cunt ref. That is a clean tackle. Fuck off. Fuck off, man. That's a clean fucking challenge. He gets all of the ball. It's a joke. Free kick taken quickly. They didn't go long. They've lost the ball here, though. Here's Palmer. Gonna send João Pedro on his way. 1v1 against the defender. He wants to get his goal. He gives it to Madueke. Oh, good strike. Good save and off the post. Oh, great save. Fantastic save from the goalie. Chelsea corner. We're holding it in the corner flag, as you'd expect us to do. Pedro gets the ball again from João Pedro. Ooh, great save again. Him and Enzo have got some kind of weird psychic connection. They've been training together for 2 days and they look like they've been playing together for 2 years. It's a good strike on the right peg. Bit too central though, unfortunately. Goalkeeper can easily save it. Another short corner. They have to go forward. How much time have they got? It's Paulinho, gives it away. Palmer smashes it out of play. And that's the full-time whistle. Yes, boys. You know, I'm not even like the majority, about 60% of my celebration here has got absolutely nothing to do with the fact we've won the game. It's the fact that I get to go to bed early. I don't have to sit here for extra time. Good performance from us. So some really decent bits of play in there. Didn't quite work out a lot of the time, but again, fantastic goal from Palmer. Decent goal from Gusto, who I'll be crediting with the goal anyway, even though it doesn't count. We will quickly, before we leave, go to the bingo. And we can tick off the bingo things. I'm going to stop the stream because it's going to bug me. This one. I can't show that. Not that. Oh dear. And I've got to move all these guys back as well. Christ, here we go. Here comes the Control-Z spam. You ready for this? Oh my god, it's going to take so long. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Alright, so. First off, forgot the timer. I definitely did this for the for the second half. Or for the first, I can't remember. It was I think it was the first half. I forgot. First half, I forgot the timer. Jackson didn't play. Clean sheet we didn't get. Poor first, better second. I think we basically had similar half, so I'm not going to call this Enzo assist. See, it would have been an Enzo assist if the goal counted for Gusto, which is really upsetting. Because I think he's the one who plays it. Sugo in the middle. We do get an Sugo cameo. Commentary makes fireworks joke. Yeah, we saw that. No toast and header because he didn't play. Did we have a decision where I saw it and I changed my mind? I don't feel like I did. I feel like most of the decisions I was kind of hell-bent on. Unlikely goal scorer. We got an own goal, so I'll count that. But it should be Gusto, which is annoying. Jorn's been sending us, absolutely. Estevao is their player of the match. I mean, he scores their only goal. So I feel like I've got to give this for him. Maresca ball in full flow. We did see some really nice passing moves, so I'm going to take this. I did swear at the referees, and we do get a free space. Let's give a free space for... I mean, what could the free space be for? I'm going to give the free... This is such a weird one. I'm giving the free space to that one Chelsea fan that I saw just now in the crowd that looked like William Gallas. So he's getting the free space. Why is it black and white? Yep. Worldy. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to call Palmer's goal a worldy. It's a really good. It's a really good goal. I'm gonna count it. No penalties. No correct prediction. Palmer goal / assist. Absolutely. No camera issues. Joao Pedro debut. Weird sub. I think most of the subs are pretty normal. Malo Gusto coming on for, yeah, I think pretty much all of our subs were normal. Santos out, absolutely. And then this was just for the win. Thiago Silva up next. We play Fluminense, rather, if I can pronounce that right, in the next round. This is so annoying because we get another bingo here if we get one bingo. We get another bingo here if that counts as a Enzo as a Gusto goal rather. But yeah, we get one bingo, so good night all round. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and keeping me company during the stream. It's been an absolutely knackering one, I can't lie. I'm struggling to stay awake. I'm going to go and have a big sleep. And then tomorrow or maybe the day after we'll be doing, I'll do the grayscale and we can kind of talk about the players and how they performed. So look forward to that. As I said, thank you guys for hanging out. As always, thanks for the membership earlier as well. I do appreciate that. And I said, when is that next game? I should check. I should check when the next game is just in case. Oh, it's not showing up yet because of because it hasn't updated. But we'll get to that. I'll make a preview for that as well, and of course we'll be doing a watch along for that as well. So hopefully to see you guys there as we kind of move into that game too. But yeah, as I said, thank you guys for hanging out as always.